Day 7, let's do this thing. The sequence is all about the hip shift. So that alternating reciprocal movement that happens at the level of the pelvis that gets us from one side to the other. And we're even going to add the arms so it really replicates walking, running, and sprinting. Something that is very foundational for human movement, so we should probably train it. Let's start on our backs. You don't need any equipment at all. Lie down on your back and bring the bottoms of your feet down onto the floor. And reach your arms up towards the ceiling and bend your elbows. And then lift your feet off the floor and make your shins parallel to the ground so your arms and legs kind of look same actually. And then simply bring your right elbow forward and onto the ground right next to your ribs, and bring your left leg forward about halfway. And I'd keep my left knee bent at 90 degrees. So everything's 90 in the arms and the legs. Scoop your tailbone, take a breath in through your nose, and strongly exhale out your mouth. Make your exhale long, full, and complete like we've been cueing this whole challenge. And then all you're going to do is continue to breathe like that and start to switch your arms and your legs simultaneously. So now your left elbow goes forward and down off the floor, your right elbow goes back, and your right leg goes forward towards the floor. And then you just switch arms and legs at the same time. Switch, switch. So you go at your own pace. Remember, those strong exhales are everything. They keep your corset in and your abdomen stable as you move your appendages. So the idea here is that you're moving your limbs from a strong, stable core. And this is the first movement that you really ever did learn as a little baby on your back in a supine position. Let's ramp this up. Just keep going with your arms and legs. Don't change a thing except lift your head and your shoulders off the floor. So it becomes quite a bit more challenging, a little bit more work for sure. Go nice and slow and controlled. And I always try to think that my arm bones and my leg bones are moving on a strong, stable rib cage and strong, stable hips that don't move. Okay, the next time that your right elbow goes forward and your left leg goes forward, so your right elbow's on the floor, you're going to keep everything the same, but just bring your left heel, the back of your left heel, onto the floor, and bring the back of your head onto the floor again. So you're in this runner stance, but now it's going to be a bridge. Take a breath in through your nose and a breath out through your mouth. Pressurize your exhale, tone your abs via the exhalation. And then keep that tone in your abdomen, scoop your tailbone, and lift your pelvis up through pushing back and down into your heel. Whew. So you can hopefully feel a little bit of hamstring work here. You can press down into your right elbow, that's a base of support, and certainly press down with your left heel. Okay, we're just going to do 3 of these. Come on down, try to land your pelvis last, and then through pushing down into your heel really strongly, drive your pelvis back up. Keep your ribs down. And then come on down. Drive the heel into the floor and lift your pelvis up. One more time. Down you go. And then up. Press down into your heel. And then come down, and once your hips land, switch your arms and your legs at the same time. So right leg goes forward, left elbow goes to the floor, and your right heel finds the ground again. Take a breath in through your nose. Out your mouth. Pressurize your exhale. Blow out some birthday candles in slow motion. Get your abs to tone. And then at the bottom of that exhale, scoop your tailbone and drive your pelvis up. Keep breathing like that, I would say. It's very helpful. So the left elbow is pressing. The right heel is digging into the floor. And if I'm being super specific, I'm actually pressing my inner heel down. Okay, bring your pelvis down last, tap the floor with your butt, and then through pushing really hard into the floor with your right heel, drive your pelvis up. 2 more times. Come on down, try to land your butt with control. Right heel presses, drive your pelvis up. One more time. Down, hips land last. Push into the floor with your heel and lift your pelvis up. Okay, bring your butt down. Grab the back of both your legs with your hands. Tuck into a little ball and just roll forward and back a few times. Massage your spine. And eventually come up to sit on your butt and simply turn around and come into an all fours position. Take your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips. But then walk back a little bit. So you're in a shorter tabletop. And then come into a cow spine and take a breath in through your nose. Keep the tops of your feet on the floor the whole time here if you can. Exhale out your mouth and round your back into a cat. Do that pressurized exhalation. Really scoop your tailbone and hover your knees just a little bit off the floor at the end of your exhale. Then we're just going to do that again. So tap your knees down, cow your spine, breathe in, arch it, fill up with air, and then round your spine really well on the exhale. Push the ground away from you with your hands, scoop your tailbone, and just go for a little hover with your knees. One more time. Tap your knees down, cow spine. Inhale. Round your spine as you exhale strongly out your mouth. Press hands, tuck tail, press feet even, and hover your knees. Okay, and then bring your knees down and just walk your hands a little bit over towards the left. So your hands stay underneath your shoulders, but your fingers now point towards 11 o'clock. And then come onto your right fingertips and just walk your right hand forward like an inch. So we're trying to get our center of mass over the left hand. Draw your left shoulder head back towards your left hip, and you can even kind of bring your left hip towards your shoulder, like you're wagging your tail to the left. You're trying to scrunch up this left side the whole time here. Okay, let's go cow spine again. Breathe in. Out your mouth again. Exhale, round your spine. Really press into your left hand and hover your left knee off the floor one little baby bit. Notice left shoulder going back is everything. Tap the floor with your left knee, cow your spine, and breathe in. Arch. Round it strongly as you exhale. Press left hand, tuck your tailbone, and hover your left knee. The left shoulder drags back. One more time. Tap the knee, inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round. Left hand presses, left knee hovers, left shoulder draws back. Hope you feel your obliques. Okay, bring your knee down, and we'll just do that on the other side. So find center maybe. Hands underneath your shoulders. Walk your hands over towards the right, and now your fingers point towards 1 o'clock. Come onto your left fingertips and walk your left hand forward by about an inch. Draw your right shoulder back and your outer right hip forward. So you're kind of side bending and side crunching on the right side. Maintain that as much as you can. I know it's kind of awkward. Breathe in, arch your spine. As you exhale out your mouth, pressurize your exhale, round your spine, put all the weight into your right hand and hover your right knee. Right shoulder still drawn back, which is hard to keep. Tap the knee down, inhale, arch. Extend your spine, round it on the exhale. Right hand, right knee, hovers. Right shoulder tacks back. One more time. Tap the knee, inhale, arch your spine. Strong exhalation. Pressurize through the right hand. Pull the right knee off the floor. Tack the right shoulder back. And feel that big contraction on the right side. Okay, bring your knee down. Bring your hands back to center. And come up into what will feel like a very short down dog. So tuck your toes and bring your heels towards the floor. And just right away, walk your hands back to your feet so we can get out of our arms. Put a pretty good bend into your knees and allow your head to hang. Allow your arms to be supple and dead weight. And just notice the center of mass, your body weight, pretty evenly in both your feet, I imagine. See what happens when you bring your fingertips to the floor and step your right toes back onto the floor, just like a few inches, 6 inches back kind of thing. And then walk your fingers ever so slightly over to the left and move your outer left hip back and your right knee forward. Kate likes to say, turn your zipper to the left, and I love that. And now notice, obviously, all the center of mass, all your body weight is in your left foot. You're going to try and keep that. Scoop your tailbone, keep your zipper turning to the left, and slowly roll yourself up. But only roll up like 80% of the way, 75% of the way kind of thing. So you're going to stay rounded. Once you find that, roughly, roll yourself back down your leg. Left hip back, which is tricky. Zipper to the right. I'm so sorry, to the left the whole time. And then keep your zipper turning to the left and slowly roll yourself up again. About 80% of the way, but you're going to stay rounded. And this time you're going to stay. And bring your right arm forward and your left arm back into that runner stance. Drop your left shoulder like you did in those tabletops, and that's going to bring more weight over into your left side. Keep this stance, which is very hard to do. Keep your zipper turning left. Think of moving your right knee forward. It's very helpful. And then hover your right toes off the floor without anything happening, without anything changing. Then simultaneously, you're going to start to switch your arms and step your right heel forward out in front of you a little bit. And then we're going to hover the right heel, switch arms, and slowly step your right tippy toes back. Now you go ahead and do that. Simple enough, right? Switching the arms, tapping the foot in front of you, switching the arms, tapping the foot behind you. But can you keep the left hip moving back? The zipper turning left the whole time. And I feel this in my hip. I did deadlifts yesterday, but whew. Okay, let's do one more forward. Don't worry if you're not with me. And one more back, and we'll stay back there with the tippy toes onto the floor behind us. Let the arms hang down towards your left foot. Scoop your tail, tuck your chin, and roll back down your left leg. I hope you felt something there. Simple but challenging to actually do from a neurological perspective. Come to the middle and step your left tippy toes back. Doesn't have to be a big stance. We'll call this a staggered stance. Walk your arms over to the right just a smidge and right hip back. Left knee forward. It's a very subtle movement. Turn your zipper to the right, and this is the hip shift. Scoop your tailbone and slowly roll yourself up your right leg. Only come up 75, 80% of the way so you can stay rounded, your head stays tucked under, and roll back down. Right hip back, left knee forward, zipper to the right. And then we'll roll back up again, 80% of the way, so we stay pretty rounded. Once you're up there, left arm forward, right arm back into this runner stance. And drop your right shoulder down. So you're kind of side bending to the right a bit. Now the object of the game is to keep everything the same on that right side and hover your left toes without anything changing. Then as you switch your arms, step your left heel out in front of you. It's kind of weird, for sure. We're learning how to stance on the right side. Go ahead and switch arms and step your left toes back. And of course, we're swinging the left leg, and that's walking. Switch, arm switch, left leg swings, arms switch, left leg swings back. The whole time your right leg's in the stance phase of gait, it's called. Let's do one more. Remember, we finish with the left tippy toes back behind us. Pause there. Let your arms droop down, hang down, let your head hang. Scoop your tailbone and roll back down your right leg until you get to the floor, and then step your feet hip-width distance apart. Walk your hands forward and come into a plank. Put a pretty good bend into your knees. Makes you more pliant and allows you to find and access your rib cage better. Push the floor away from you with your hands. Scoop your tailbone well and pack your ribs up away from the floor so you're strong and stable. Bring your left knee in the direction of your right elbow. So that's a hip shift to the right. Find down dog split and lift your left leg up. Then step forward to your left thumb tip and come into a lunge. And right away, come onto your fingertips and go into a standing splits. So you lift your right leg up. And then notice you can even look back. Is your zipper turning to the right? Like if your knee is turning to the right, that's an indication that's happening from your pelvis. So turn your knee down, turn your zipper to the left a little bit like we've been doing, and pull your heart forward. So it's almost like supported warrior 3 now. Your body's parallel to the floor. And then bend both your knees and curl into a little ball and bring your right knee in the direction of your forehead. And then let's do it again. So let the heart go forward. Let the right leg go back nice and straight and lifted. And then tuck into a little ball and bring your right knee towards your forehead and pause this time. And just gently tap the floor with your right tippy toes and keep them there. So we're in that staggered phase of a lunge. It's like the miniest lunge you've ever done. Now come halfway up again. Pull your heart forward like we usually do when we're doing a vinyasa. And then just fold back down over your legs. Tack your left hip back and turn your zipper to the left. Same, but different. Roll yourself up, your left leg. This time you'll come all the way up, stand, and reach your arms up at the same time as your right knee hovers out in front of you. And then bring your left arm out in front of you and your right arm back behind you into that runner stance. The cue here to get your zipper to go left, and that's what you want, is to move your right knee forward. Notice that shifts your pelvis in that subtle way. Try to keep that as you move through a hinge like a warrior 3. So you'll switch your arms, bring your upper body so it's parallel to the floor and stretch your right leg back. We call this functional warrior 3 at movement method. Put a really big bend in your left leg and reach your right toes way back and try and take the biggest step as you can. Just your right tippy toes touch the floor. So barely touching the floor with your back foot. Now tack your left hip back and turn your zipper to the left, because guess what? I bet you it's turning to the right. Mine is too. Lean way forward into your left foot. Get all your center of mass over there, so far forward that your right toes can just slip off the floor again. And we're gonna stand back up. I hope you feel your left leg. Switch arms and bring your right knee out in front of you. We're only doing it one more time. Functional warrior 3. Right arm forward, left arm back. Reach your right leg back behind you and pause. Bend your left knee a lot. Reach your right tippy toes way back and tap the floor with your right toes and pause there. Left hip goes back. Zipper turns to the left. We're going to do it one more time. Lean way forward. Slowly stand up. Switch arms and bring your right knee out in front of you. Functional warrior 3, just passing through this time. Right arm forward, left arm back. Big bend to the left knee so you can step your right toes way back. This time you're going to stay there. Take your hands onto the floor and come into plank. Whew. Let's bring the knees on the floor. Don't let them come forward. So you're in a long tabletop. Go past Chaturanga Dandasana to the floor. Come into a low cobra. And then go back into just a 2-second child's pose. So don't even bother widening your knees. Come through tabletop and then tuck your toes and go into a down dog. Take a couple breaths. Okay, let's go plank. Bring your right knee to your left elbow-ish. Find a down dog split. Lift your right leg up. And step forward to your right thumb tip. Come into a lunge. Right away, go onto your fingertips and go standing splits. And just bow your head enough so you can look down at your back at your legs and notice if your left knee's turned off to the side, to the left. You got to turn that down via the outer left pelvis. Move it down and turn your zipper to the right. And then bring your heart forward. So it's more warrior 3 styles, like your upper body's parallel to the floor, but then bend both your knees, curl into a little ball, and bring your knee towards your forehead, which will turn your zipper to the right, I'm hoping. One more time like that. Heart goes forward, leg goes back. Tuck into a little ball, bring your knee towards your forehead, and pause here. Just tap your left toes onto the floor into that staggered phase. Move your right hip back, your left knee forward. Come halfway up first, and then fold down over your legs. Keep your right hip tacking back, scoop your tailbone, and slowly roll yourself up all the way to stand. Your arms go forward, up. Your left knee hovers out in front of you, and then it's right arm forward, left arm back. Runner stance. Think of moving your left knee forward to turn your zipper to the right. And then you just got to try and keep that the whole time, which is so hard. Let's move through a functional warrior 3. So left arm forward, right arm back. Left leg stretches back behind us, and we pause. Bend your right leg, your standing leg. Tack your right hip back. Reach your left tippy toes way back and place your toes onto the floor behind you. So zipper turns right. Notice it wants to go left. Don't let it happen. Keep that as you lean way forward into your right foot. Hover your back foot, and with control, slowly stand back up and switch arms. Hover your left knee out in front of you. So much easier on this right side for me. Switch arms. Bring your left leg back. Zipper right. Pause here for a second. Bend your standing leg so you can step your back foot way further back when you do that. When you're here, just assume your zipper's turning left. Turn it right. Lean way forward. Hover your back foot. Slowly stand up. Switch arms. Left knee out in front of you. Last one. Switch arms. Functional warrior 3. Stretch your left leg back into the air. Put a big bend into your standing leg first, and then step your left tippy toes way back onto the floor. And then go ahead, hands onto the ground, and find a plank. Bring your knees down onto the floor. Let's take a breath in first here. So we'll flow that sequence just once. Go past Chaturanga Dandasana to the floor as you breathe out. Low cobra on the inhalation. Knees just stay the same. You go back to child's pose on the exhalation. Tabletop. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Let's go right into it. Plank. Inhale. Left knee to right elbow. Exhale. Down dog split. Breathe in. Step forward to your left thumb and exhale. Come onto your fingertips. Standing splits. Breathe in. Bring your right knee towards your forehead as you breathe out. Let's just do one of these. Heart goes forward, leg goes back again. You breathe in. Curl into a little ball as you exhale. And this time tap your right toes on the floor. As the left hip goes back, your heart goes forward and you breathe in. So halfway up. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Tuck your tailbone and roll all the way up on one big breath in. Reach your arms all the way up. Right knee hovers out in front of you. Left arm forward, right arm back as you exhale. Functional warrior 3, switch arms. Breathe in, right leg goes back. Listen, just bend your left knee as you breathe out. Get it super low. And then just tap the floor behind you with your right tippy toes as you inhale. And then stand all the way back up just once this time as you exhale. Switch arms, right knee out in front of you. Switch arms, functional warrior 3, and you breathe in. Right leg goes back. Pause, just bend your left knee as you breathe out. Back toes tap the floor, and you inhale. Stay down here this time, find plank. And exhale. Knees to the floor, or don't, but breathe in. Past Chaturanga, breathe out. Low cobra, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Tabletop, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Other side, plank. In. Right knee to left elbow. Out. Down dog split. In. Step forward. Out. Come onto your fingertips. Standing splits. Inhale. Tuck into a little ball. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your forehead. Just once. Heart goes forward, leg goes back simultaneously, and you inhale. Curl into a ball as you exhale. And pause here and tap your toes on the floor behind you. Come halfway up with your chest on the breath in, and remind your right hip to go back. Fold over your leg as you exhale. So zipper's got to stay going right. Scoop your tailbone. One breath in, you stand all the way up. Arms go forward, up above you. Left knee hovers. And then it's right arm forward, left arm back on the exhale. Functional warrior 3. Switch arms, breathe in. Left leg goes back into the air. And we pause and get the depth of the right leg on the exhale. Really bend it. And then reach the left toes back as you breathe in and tap the floor. You're going to stand all the way up as you exhale and switch arms. Left knee out in front. Switch arms again, functional warrior 3. And we inhale, left leg's floating. Bend your right knee a ton as you exhale. Zipper goes right. Tap the floor with your left toes and inhale, and we'll just stay down here. Find plank and exhale. Knees or not. Breathe in, stay in this position for a moment. Chaturanga to the floor, exhale. Low cobra, in. Child's pose, out. And then just take your arms back behind you. Let your head rest. Take a couple breaths here. And real deal balasana with the arms next to our body so we can get out of the arms. And then keep your tail scooped like we've been doing. Keep your head heavy and slowly roll up to sit. Okay, turn around. Sit on your butt. Good job. This stuff's hard. I hope you felt your hips. So your legs are bent at 90 degrees, maybe a little bit longer. Grab the back of your legs and just keep holding your legs. Tuck your chin, scoop your tail, and lean back. And then reach your arms forward and turn your knees just a little bit to the right. And reach more with your right arm than your left arm. So we're trying to get over onto the left side. Then take a breath in through your nose and purse your lips as you exhale. And exhale really strong, deep, and long. And notice you get your left abs on when you do that. Keep breathing like that, I would say, and slowly start to roll back with the right arm reaching more than the left. With your tailbone super scooped, you'll eventually find the right side of your low back, the right side of your mid back. Keep reaching. The right shoulder will probably land before the left, but eventually both of them will land, and your head will too. And then you just steer your knees up towards the ceiling, scoop your tailbone to protect your back, and then lift your legs up. Grab the back of your legs, tuck into a little ball so you lift your head up, and just roll back and forth like we did at the beginning of class to come up. Land your heels, keep holding your legs, and then tuck your chin, scoop your tailbone, lean back until your arms are straight, but you're still holding your legs. And then reach your arms forward. Turn your knees a little bit to the left and reach a lot more with your left arm, so you're lateralizing over to the right side. You're trying to get right abs. Take a breath in through your nose. Long, strong exhale out your mouth. Feel your right obliques. Keep them on as you slowly roll back. Keep reaching with the left arm. Keep scooping your tail. Find the left side of your low back. Left side of your mid back. Left shoulder. Both shoulders. Head. And then bring your knees back to center. Scoop your tailbone to protect your back. And lift your legs up. Grab the back of your legs. One more time. Lift your head. Tuck into a little ball and get to rolling back and forth just a few times so you can come up to sit. Scoop your tail, tuck your chin, lean back until your arms are straight. Then reach your arms forward. Last breath in like this. Last breath out. Purse your lips and take the longest exhale you've taken so far in class and keep that corset on that you have. Keep breathing and roll down the middle. So we can finish in something neutral. Find the sacrum, the low back, mid back, shoulders, head, and then just take up some space. I like to tuck my shoulders underneath me a couple times. Gonna have to tuck my butt underneath me, if I'm honest, to get comfy. Tuck your chin even so the back of your neck can be long and spacious and can even traction in that way in a small amount. And then after all the moving, just shift gears into stillness. After all of the control that you did with your breath, just allow your breath to breathe on its own. Allow your nervous system to take over. And as much as you've relinquished control over those things, can you observe them? Can you observe how your body feels? Can you observe the breath coming in and out of your lungs? And allow that to be like a meditation to bring you into a place of calmness and relaxation. Just such a good idea after a bout of learning, after a bout of moving. And this is where the sequence integrates into your nervous system. So let that happen. And the best way to let that happen is to actually relax. Get into a place of relaxation. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here, sticking it out till day 7. Have fun with Kate tomorrow. Much love.